Number 3, St. Joe's is still there. They didn't play last week. St. Joe's this week will be playing St. John's in D.C.
Ooh, that's
super,
a game.
super tough one.
I got Joe's. I don't got Joe's simply just because I'm repping with Jersey. I got Joe's because Joe's is very, very underrated this year in regards. Joe, this will be a very fast Joe's team.
I'm going with St. Joe's, of course.
Cat. I'm going with St. John's College from D.C.
You a traitor.
Straight up. Straight up.
Welcome to part 2 of this week's episode of Keep It a Buck, where we're going to talk about this week's games and our predictions. So, starting off with, and also I guess our rankings are here too. So number 10 now is Rancocas Valley. They knocked off Millville, so now they have the number 10 spot. They this week are playing Pleasantville. Let's talk about some predictions.
Pleasantville is all right down there.
So I'm not even going to hold you like I know much about Pleasantville, but what I do know is Pleasantville has one of the next class of 2029. Is that the freshman?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Headliners of the state on that team. We need to literally study the DNA of the Ture family. There's another one.
Wow.
There's another Ture. He's about 6'4".
Are they related?
Yeah, he's his brother. The one we watched play at Miami last night.
Okay.
His younger brother, like 6'4", DN, receiver. They use him as a receiver too. And he's featured on that Pleasantville team as a freshman. So that's the kid we keep an eye out on.
Ooh. All right. So, I mean, I want to say like we probably all don't know much about, but we still gotta put it in. So who you going with?
I'm going with Rancocas Valley.
Okay. How about you, Lenny?
Pleasantville do the week before.
Pleasantville beat Salem, who's a really good high school program down there. That's what Jonathan Teller went to high school. They won 20-8 last week, but it's definitely gonna be a close game, I think, for sure. But I'm gonna go with Rancocas Valley.
Okay. I'll follow suit. Because we all gonna lose together, right?
Right. This is one of the most interesting parts of the show, I guess, that everybody gets excited for. Because
I want to know who's gonna be next. Like, who don't win, who's next. Maybe we expand the bracket a little bit more outside of 10 teams, so y'all could have.
Nice.
So it'd be nice to add some more pieces. We got to get Shabazz up there and some other teams.
Shabazz got to win to get there, bro.
I'm not saying top 10.
No family discounts.
I'm saying a top 20. If we do a top 20.
We can do a top 20, but we got to
still. They got to earn their way there.
I'm definitely top 20.
We got to earn it. We got to see.
He knocked off the number 20, right? So I don't know who's 17. Oh, they knocked off number 17. I don't know who's
number 7. Where's St. Peter's labeled at?
Oh yeah, okay. That's gonna be your chance.
You were listed as a bubble team.
Oh, all right.
You were
so
listed
you
as a bubble team.
You gotta come in. Yeah.
I'm gonna make the top 10.
Oh, okay. You said you don't need no 20.
I believe it.
It's a few teams out there.
3 games. I got a couple more games to get there.
It's some tough teams that's right outside that bubble. You think about like Old Japan. You talk about Pascack Valley made some noise this past weekend. You got a big win. It was, a lot of teams.
My win wasn't big. Don't put no big on something else. It's just regular.
I mean, it was regular. Oh, okay.
Or should I say this? I never seen Group 5 struggle this much as a whole in 1 week in the football. So a lot of teams, made a lot of noise this weekend because, like I said, it wasn't just one win from one team, but a lot of Group 5 teams, they go down this week.
All right. Well, number 9 on the rankings is Ramapo, and they're on a bye this week, so we don't have to choose that. Number 8 is Glassboro. They're playing Haddon Heights.
I'm going
Glassboro.
Glassboro. Justin?
I'm going Glassboro as well.
All righty. St. Augustine is number 7 now. They're playing Paul 5.
I do.
They're playing Paul 5, though. That's a nice little, without saying much.
Paul, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
St.
St.
Augustine.
Augustine.
St. Augustine. I mean, is Paul 5 or Paul 6?
Oh, is that? I thought I seen 5 on the.
No, that's
thing.
my
Let's
point.
see.
You don't.
You don't know which one. Let me check. Let me double check. I wrote down 5.
I didn't know it was a 5-6.
I know there's Paul
No,
6.
I didn't want you looking up. That's our point. Like,
Oh,
that there's Lenny is saying he's not a fan of their schedule, right? But they're gonna win. They're gonna win that game.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I gotta call it out, man, I'm not a fan of St. Augustine's schedule. I'm not a fan of Red Bank's schedule. I'm not a fan of Donovan Catholic.
All right,
It just
well.
is. You know what I'm saying? You got.
Well, maybe I can
But
get
they
some
always
schedule.
kind of have. They usually
Don't stop them
sprinkle.
from playing public because I want to play them, and I don't want you to be you the reason why I can't play them. No, we don't want to play them on public.
But you 1 of 3. Like as far as on the independent schedule, you get 3 independent games now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get 3. So
I need to fill mine up with something.
you
like
play
that.
your league games. You can't control that. Whoever's on your league play. But then outside of that, you get 3 games. And if you don't like someone on your schedule, you could drop them. And,
Almost like what you did for us.
yeah, and help assist another team find a different game to pick up. Don't just leave that team hanging where they don't have a game that weekend. But there's different ways. If you're motivated and you really want a tough schedule, you can get it done.
Okay. All right, so on to number 6 is St. Peter's Prep, and that will be the Lamar McKnight Zone 6 Classic. They're playing Union City.
St. Peter's.
That's a Friday night.
Saturday.
Okay, let everybody know where it's going to be at.
Saturday, we're at Hinchcliffe Stadium. We got 3 games. North Collegiate Academy is going to play Hudson Catholic at 12 o'clock in the first game. Right, you got 2 teams as far as PCTI and West Orange. Both teams, I believe, are in the top 20 in the state. They're both looking for their first win. That's at 3:30. That's always close battle. Should be a really good turnout for that game. And then the 7 o'clock game is going to be Union City and St. Peter's Prep. I won't make no decisions as far as with these games as I never choose. For
It's dark hours.
How we doing this though?
But it's dark hours, though. Somebody going 0-2 this week.
0-2, and this is
a Tech and West Orange.
Yeah, this
West
is the
Orange
place.
not dark.
Yeah, and this is the place to be as far as high school football. Everybody else is playing on Friday. Intentionally, we made sure this game was on Saturday, and that Lamar got his own shine and spotlight. Like a few teams, a lot of teams, non-public are going on. A few are going on the road this week. But as far as for high school football in the North, everyone should be at Hinchcliffe Stadium this Saturday. Tickets on sale now.
Tickets are in the description box. You can click on the link and you can get the tickets there.
I'll definitely be there. I'm taking West Orange though.
Oh wait, we're doing
St. Peter's, right?
the St. Peter's Union City. Yeah,
St. Peter's.
Oh, all right.
St. Peter's Union City.
SPP.
Oh, you're not okay. Yeah, Prep. I said I was excited to see what you're going to do this year. So far, so good. Let's continue because I want to win.
I just want them to be undefeated when I see them. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So Winslow versus Highland Regional. I'm going Winslow versus everybody till they get to Bergen.
Right.
Yeah.
I just let y'all know now.
I might even go Winslow versus.
Well, I'll
it's
get
gonna
there
be
when I
interesting.
get there. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do when I get there.
I ain't
but,
afraid.
I mean, I'll wait for that
I'll take
episode
on the
to
Bergen
talk about
Crazies.
So for right now, we going Winslow.
Winslow. And so number 4, DePaul. DePaul is still at number 4. Some people may not agree, but they are at number 4 right now.
Well,
and
both ways. Some people think they should be 3, 2, 1. Some people think they should be 5, 6.
Absolutely.
So like,
as it
that's why I don't
continues-
like this time of the season.
Right.
But at least they're going on the road, right? They have
Good
an
counsel.
opportunity to prove that they're 4, 3, 2, in whatever poll. They have an opportunity to go on the road and get a big win. So as far as for that game, I'm gonna go with the hometown always when we go out of state. I'm going with the hometown. I'm going with the we got
It's Jersey
we got
versus
to.
everybody.
DePaul
So I know
is-
y'all
DePaul,
that
I like
some people
DePaul.
had some things to say
I
about
love
me
it.
last week, but
Yeah, let's
you know,
reschedule St. John Bosco, Modern Day.
Yeah, the tier 1. Those are tier 1.
I'm not gonna just.
So DePaul, I don't know if we said it. DePaul is playing good counsel this week. I'm going DePaul.
I'm going DePaul, and I'm going DePaul because, like we said, it's Jersey versus everybody. But
they
I had
beat
a
them
prediction
last year,
before the season started, where I said I feel like this year the parochial school league will reflect more of what it used to be in the past. Like, because the last couple years, parochial school league been taking it on the chin whenever we go out for national games, and then we'll come back here and it's just watch Bergen run, straight through the Group 4 to the championship and watch DePaul run straight through for Group 3 for the championship. I think this year the teams are a lot better, and I'm hoping that my prediction is right in the sense that everybody's going to handle their business out of state, come back into the state, and it's going to be a blood sport.
I love it.
I just wish that Bergen and DePaul would have played as well, because that would have added into it. But I still believe that no one's unscathed this time around. I think that they're going to do our thing outside of.
So somebody
New Jersey.
this year in Jersey might win a state championship with 1 or 2 losses.
That's what I think, yes. Yeah, if you look back in the day, it used to be like, PC had the 2 in a row. They was 10-2. Then Bosco won it that year. They had actually lost to a 3-win PC team. That's what it was. Like, you remember Bosco went and beat St. Thomas Aquinas up at West Point. St. Thomas Aquinas was the number 1 team in the country. And then PC smacked them, a week or 2 later, right? And that's just what this league used to be. Used to limp into the championships. It hasn't been that way in a while. And I just see, like, there's a lot of seniors out there. As we spoke about last week, when I think one of y'all brought up St. Peter's having seniors and kids that have been there, I said everybody's like that now. Everybody's kids have been sitting and playing since 9th and 10th grade. If you look at, we have Bergen, right? You have like Najee Calhoun, who's all at Donovan Catholic playing young. Dante playing young. Porter's been playing since 9th grade at this point right now. Like, Jackson Vaughn this is what you're seeing now. Like, youth don't go places to sit anywhere, right? You call it Lamar's been a varsity starting quarterback since 9th grade. Nate's been on varsity since 9th grade. Taj, like, this is what everybody looks like. So, and then everybody has a lot of seniors, right? And I think that leadership is helping them on the road, right? When we watch Bosco weather that storm, when we watch Bergen pull it out, the seniors, right? You guys, a lot of seniors on the team. Bosco's heavy in the 27 class. But, you got Ocha Pinty, those are senior leadership. So I think that our guys, when I say
27's loaded.
Yeah, I think our guys, when I say Jersey, when I say our guys, I hope they do well on the road. I think they're going to do well, so I'm choosing DePaul.
Okay. For number 3, St. Joe's is still there. They didn't play last week. St. Joe's this week will be playing St. John's in D.C.
Ooh, that's a game.
Super tough one. And we talked about.
Joe's has got off to a bad start nationally too in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
No, definitely. You talked about, Riverdale Baptist had to forfeit this weekend's game. The former head coach of Riverdale Baptist is now assistant coach at St. John's.
At St. John's College. And the kids followed him.
Kids
followed him there.
And you talking about a Riverdale Baptist team who beat the Good Councils and had a great season last year, right? But a lot of that talent went with that coach, as you said, and I think that might be, as far as tough games of course there's a lot of tough games, but I think tough games, that's a very, very tough and challenging opponent for St. Joe's going on the road.
I think so. To bring in the context, what we're seeing when he's talking about the Riverdale Baptist coach, Riverdale Baptist coach, he was over at Riverdale Baptist. It was nothing before he was there. He joined with another coach, if I'm not mistaken. They came together, brought a bunch of kids. So it would be the equivalent of you and Rock from Silk City taking Patterson Catholic job or something like that, and just bringing all your Silk City kids and all your Brick City kids, and
they build up from their youth team,
and they build it up from there, and now y'all separate, and then kids follow y'all both ways, right? So the St. John's College team has a lot of those kids from Riverside Baptist. I mean, they went other places too. Some of those kids went down to Virginia, some went to DC, some followed him.
And they don't have to sit. We have different transfer rules out of state, so they do not have to sit.
And depending on what poll you look at, they're a top 25 nationally ranked team.
They was already tough without those kids.
So you got to think, Under Armour.
Right.
The CEO of Under Armour is a graduate of St. John's College.
Wow.
That's where he puts his money in, right? So like, they're looking to get back to what they were like 3 or 4 years ago. They went in the direction to bring this guy in because they wanted to get back to being able to attract the kids that they used to have. Like 3 or 4 years ago, they was turning about 10 kids in a class out to Power 5 schools. So it'll be interesting to see what they look like this year. With that said, I got Joe's. I don't got Joe's simply just because I'm repping with Jersey. I I got Joe's because Joe's is very, very underrated this year in regards. Joe, this will be a very fast Joe's team. Let me take that back. I don't know if Lamar Best is playing.
I think he's playing. He's playing.
So
I'm going with Joe's regardless, but that's the interesting part too. Lamar Best.
If he's playing, I like Joe's. If he's not playing, I think it'll be very tough. But if Lamar's playing, and I think what I'm gonna say, Nate Bailey gonna give St. John's College fits. I don't care what high school team you put out there, he's gonna give people fits at the end of the day. But gotta go with the home team.
Yeah, I think even if Lamar's not playing, I hope that he is. I think Mason Geis will do what he needs to do to lead the team to victory. I also think off of what you said as far as the last couple of years, that was before Augie.
Yeah,
and then
Augie's
last
second
year,
year.
Augie was coming in fresh. He really didn't get a chance to develop the kids the way mentally, physically, emotionally, honestly, to deal with things like this. And I'm going with St. Joe's, of course.
Cat. I'm going with St. John's College from D.C.
You a traitor.
Straight up. Straight up.
Wait till you play.
But
because-
that's a lot of people would agree with that. Right there.
They gotta show-
Because a
they
lot
gotta
of people
show it.
feel like it's the same old Joe's, but like you said, this is Augie's second year. But I think
yeah.
more important than even Augie.
So we ain't got no
the most
excuses
important
for
part of the piece of that why I choose Joe's, and I'm gonna choose Joe's almost every week. I'm gonna be real with y'all, is because of Tony Karsich.
That's true.
So you can take kids that's not as talented, and he'll help keep them in that game. But they got more talent than most people know and most people in the state. So congratulations on your first loss, Nas.
I was going to say, knock you off. I thought we were going to go into week or episode 3.
All choosing Jersey.
All right, and so we were going to be cool. Like I almost ran through it. Like, this all out of state games, so we'll be all.
I got my own reasons why I chose.
Yeah,
St.
nah,
John's.
That's
You know what
fine.
I'm saying?
You do what you
I'm
do.
always choose other. Why?
Be easy. All right. So, that versus the Bosco is playing Marnart from Florida.
I'm going Jersey.
I'm going
man.
Bosco, man.
Bosco's
Bosco
home
and
too.
Bergen.
Bosco's home.
So, Bosco home.
Bosco's home.
Oh, Bosco's home?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you though, I'm going Bosco because it's Jersey, but I'm concerned. I'm telling you, I'm concerned. Like, I've been up there to watch the game scrimmage with Del Barton. I watched them this week against Melissa. I do still believe that it'll be a blood sport. I think that Bosco will be better down the line because Sabella is that good of a coach. But something just ain't right when I'm watching them. Something it ain't right.
Yeah, I think
It takes time to click, man.
I think
And then the
it
switch,
always
the-
does. But that's
the
why I'm saying I
transition.
can't just blindly just say
got
I'm
you.
going blindly Jersey.
Right.
But if you would have asked me 3 weeks ago, it's just auto tune, Bosco Bergen, auto tune.
I would like to
now-
see them stretch the ball, get the ball downfield a little bit more early. I think when you coming from behind, of course you put in passing situations and stuff. But I think if they're able
Oh,
to
they're
spread
playing
it-
Monarch though. All right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
at the end of the day, if you're playing a Florida team, they're gonna have speed. That's the one thing that you do know. But as far as this week, I think to start the game, I would like to see them throw the ball downfield because you talking about. I think we talked about it last week. They might have one of the best receiver cores as a whole, but
Isaiah Alvarez didn't play last week.
he did play.
He did?
He
Not his brother.
No, that's Jeremiah that had the big game 3. Isaiah did play,
Okay.
but very quiet, and that's why I'm saying usually he's the one that stretches the field for them. He runs the go route, the post routes, right? You usually got Zakai, in the slot, doing what he does best. But I would like to see those receivers, and then they got JT Gerasi.
Tight end. They got the big receiver.
They got the bunch
bunch
of
of
them,
them,
but
bro.
just to see the passing game, probably open things up a little more. Of course, they're gonna run the ball with DeLuca and Kasai Thomas, but I think if they could work on trying to get the ball and being aggressive downfield, that might get them going in the first half.
Okay. All right. Well, we're all going Bosco. I'm excited to see what will happen there. Bergen Catholic versus West Boca.
Another good one.
Another Florida team.
Yeah, I saw them too. You made me go check them out.
West Boca.
Boca.
I'm going
Yeah.
Jersey, but I'm going Jersey, but like I told Bergen last week, like take that real serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Bergen too, though.
Absolutely. I'm going Bergen. It's go out, go do what you do. Is it in Florida?
It's in Florida.
Okay.
I think it's a showcase
It's in Florida.
Adidas event that they're
So
doing.
so we gotta, again, you gotta go there and you gotta know. So like I remember after this game, it was a controversial play in the Bergen. It was a few controversial plays, and I remember I spoke to one of the Bergen guys. He was like, "Yeah, there was some controversial plays." He said that, and I said to him, "Well, the one play in particular was too close to expect you're gonna get that when you're on the road, right?" I forget what exactly it was. I think we discussed it in our chat.
As far as for the Bergen game last
Bergen,
week?
St. Louis, East St. Louis.
Oh, the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, that call.
Yeah,
right? The kid was too close, right? It was too close. It wasn't like a blatant, you cheating type of things. I'm just saying that to say when you go to Florida, that you gotta handle your business because we've seen in the history, even if it ain't close, it's going to the home team.
It's absolutely, especially in Florida, it's going to the home team. Like I said, I've played and been a part of that for sure. So any team, when you go on a road or a state, or even like I said with Bosco, you can't expect things to be even. We don't have robot officials out there. They're gonna be a little biased to the programs that they know. At the end of the day, the one thing I will say, right, as a whole for New Jersey football, right, we have to bring instant replay back. We have to.
I would love it.
Right? We did it in, I believe, 2019 was the last season. 2019.
COVID. Was it COVID?
No, 2019, the year before that. Because I don't think they were just trying to get through the season for 2020. But 2019, I've seen it work in people's favor, right? But at the end of the day, it's not about working in people's favor. It's about just getting the calls right.
Right.
At the end of the day. And, we see officiating at the highest level, people miss calls.
Right.
Right? And you can't review and certain things not reviewed. So referees are not perfect at the end of the day. So we got to, cut them some slack because, like I said, it's way easier to be in the stands or to be on, in front of the TV watching.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to everybody that's on the road. Safe travels to you guys. This was another episode of
Keep it a buck.
Keep It a Buck.